out there, YouTube land, and also some social media lands? Welcome to an all-new video. This video we're going to be doing a review of a new sequel that just came out in theaters a week ago, and is a great sequel in a long line of great films in the amazing Wizarding world. So we're going to get right into that. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on this video and the other videos I put up. As always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, for which post on a regular basis on there. So yeah, definitely check those out. As always, people, let's get right into this. So welcome one and all to an all-new video. So like I was saying before, we're going to be doing a review on a new film that just hit theaters about a week ago or so, and is a great sequel film in a great line of amazing Wizarding films. And that happens to be the film known as Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Yeah, Fantastic Beasts and the Secrets of Dumbledore. Yeah, so this is the third film in the Fantastic Beasts franchise, and is an amazing film that really, I felt, brought back what the first film did. And really, you know, what made us all enjoy the Wizarding films themselves, all the Harry Potter films as well. So this film actually is supposed to take place 1 year after the events of Crimes of Grindelwald, and is just really amazingly done and so beautifully directed. Now this happens to be directed by the same guy that directed the first two films, known as Mr. David Yates! Oh yeah, David Yates! Woo! David Yates! Yeah! So David Yates, he has directed a few of the other Harry Potter films. He's directed the other two Fantastic Beasts, and he's been a pretty prominent director, producer, and all kinds of stuff over the years, you know, and is just a really amazing director. And when I found out that he was coming back to direct the Fantastic Beasts films, I was so happy because I thought he did such a great job the last three Harry Potter films, and he just did such a fantastic job with those that he was perfect choice to bring to life the Fantastic Beasts series. Now, another film that he directed that I really enjoyed is, of course, a Harry Potter film, and it happens to be the sixth Harry Potter film, known as Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Oh yeah. I think this one is so underrated, and was such an amazing film, from, you know, showing Aragorn's funeral, to showing the, you know, the Lucky Luck potion, and just everything about this film was so amazingly done. And I thought David Yates did such a great job of bringing it to life and giving this really well done and amazing Harry Potter entry. Overall, such a great directing performance by it. He had all the exact accoutrements he needed to make that film so fantastic, and just the direction he took it in was exactly how I felt the book took it as well. Really amazing directing by him in that film. Overall, such a fantastic film. If you haven't seen The Half-Blood Prince, definitely check it out. It's worth the watch for David Yates directing. But overall, I thought he directed the crap out of this Fantastic Beasts film. I thought that he brought his amazing Harry Potterness to this one. He gave us more of that same amazing Wizarding world, and he gave us such a great film with this. You know, it was so entertaining. It was overall so well conceived and done. Every trinket and part of the film coincided very well, and even the direction he took it in, even with the bringing in of Mads Mikkelsen to take over as Grindelwald, he even knew exactly what to do to make that so fantastically well done, and just make it very entertaining. And just every direction he took the film in just was very well perceived and just really well done. Overall, a fantastic directing performance by him, and I just thought he really brought a new great eye to this film, and given us something different than what we saw in the last two films. Definitely worth a watch. If you haven't seen David Yates direct anything, definitely check out his directing of Fantastic Beasts 3. It was really well done. So this movie has a really great cast. Once again, several of the people that have been in the previous two films have returned. We have new people joining us in this film, and just as an overall amazing cast. So to start us off is none other than Newt Scamander himself, Mr. Eddie Redmayne. Oh yeah, Eddie Redmayne. Woo, Eddie Redmayne. Yeah. So Eddie Redmayne, of course, you know from, as Newt Scamander from the first two ones. You know him from a slew of other films. You know him as an Academy Award winner. We've seen him in several things over the years, and just is a really fantastic actor. I think he's really brought Newt Scamander to life, and just is excellent, and I don't picture anybody else as Newt Scamander. Now, another film that I really enjoyed that he was in, that I thought he did a great job in, was what he actually won his Academy Award for. And that, of course, is the film called The Theory of Everything. Yeah, The Theory of Everything. He was really fantastic. He deserved that Oscar. His presentation of being Stephen Hawking was so well done, and he copied and imaged and portrayed everything that how Stephen Hawking was, and I thought he did such a fantastic job of portraying that, and just giving us this really fantastic, just, overall performance that, he definitely deserved that Oscar for. I mean, from, him having to deal with his diagnosis of MS, to just him having to deal with, working with the wheelchair and working and having to act like, a person that has no use of their limbs and stuff like that, was just on pointly well done. And overall, the film itself is a really interesting and good film too, and a great story, basically of telling of, who, Stephen Hawking was. Really fantastic film. If you have not seen it, definitely check it out. Definitely worth seeing Eddie Redmayne's acting in it. He did such a fantastic job. Overall, just a really well done acting gig. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, people. But overall, I loved seeing him back as News Commander. He had, once again, great moments in the film, especially when he's doing certain things to get the fantastic creatures that he has to deal with to do certain things. And just, his great humor. I love that. The take that they brought him in, how they kind of his character has evolved since we saw him in the first film, how he, he's dealing with, the loss of, Catherine Waterston's character. We don't really see her throughout the film. And kind of just him dealing with, helping Dumbledore and all this kind of stuff, which was really cool. And a really fun kind of like getting those interesting tidbits of what Dumbledore's life was like before we saw him when we saw him in the first Harry Potter film. It just really well done. Overall, great performance by Eddie Redmayne. Loved him as Snoot, and overall, I thought he just did a really fantastic job in this film. Great acting. Definitely worth the watch. Definitely check him out. If you haven't seen him in anything and want to check out his acting, definitely check him out in Fantastic Beasts 3. So that brings me to the next actor I'd like to talk about that was in this film, and that is none other than Grindelwald himself, Mr. Mads Mikkelsen! Oh yeah, Mads Mikkelsen! Woo, Mads Mikkelsen! Yeah! Oh, Mads Mikkelsen, he's such an awesome actor. We all know him, of course, from Hannibal, the TV series. We know him from, of course, as one of the bad guys in the first Doctor Strange film. He's been in a ton of films over the years. He's just an amazing actor. He took over the role of Grindelwald from, of course, Johnny Depp, because of all the crazy Johnny Depp stuff that has happened to him, unfortunately, in the last several years. And, overall, I thought that Mads did a great job of portraying the character. It definitely was so different than what Johnny Depp brought to the character. But overall, I thought that Mads did a great job, and I thought it was an interesting, take on who Grindelwald is, and I thought that he did a really decent job. Now, another great film that Mads was in that I really enjoyed him in and thought he did a good job was he plays another bad guy in this film, and he's just so good at playing bad guys. And I think this is a kind of an underrated performance for him. I think a lot of people don't realize how amazing this role was as this bad guy that he did, and I thought he did a really good job. And then, of course, is the bad guy in the film, Casino Royale. Yeah, Casino Royale. Yeah. Loved him as the bad guy in that film. He played so well against Daniel Craig. Overall, I thought that he brought a great different realness to this character. I enjoyed the whole eye problem thing that he has in the film where it leaks. I thought that he did a good job of just giving us this really interesting take on a different Bond villain. And I just thought that overall, he did a really fantastic job, and I really enjoyed him. If you haven't seen Mads in anything, definitely check him out on Casino Royale. He was really fantastic. But overall, I really enjoyed his Grindelwald performance. I thought he did a good job. I thought that he worked well in the film. And overall, I thought that, he did a decent job and giving us this different version of Grindelwald. If you haven't seen him in anything, definitely check him out on Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore for his performance as Grindelwald. He did a pretty decent job. The next actor I like to talk about that was in this film is none other than another great guy that has been in the other two previous films, and just an awesome comedic actor, and just is always fun to watch. And that is of course, Mr. Dan Folger! Oh yeah, Dan Folger! Woo, Dan Folger! Ah, Dan Folger, I love this guy. He is so freaking awesome, so funny, so hilarious. You might recognize him, of course, from the Goldbergs as Mr. Goldberg's brother. You might recognize him from a few things over the years and other things that he's done. But overall, I think he's just a great comedian that's super hilarious and fun, and just really brings always just greatness to his characters. Now, another great film that he was in that I think is one of his best to date is a great film that came out in 2007 with Christopher Walken, Thomas Lennon, George Lopez, James Hong, and it's just a really awesome film. And that, of course, is a film called Balls of Fury. Yeah, Balls of Fury. Oh my god, this movie is so freaking funny. So hilarious. Oh my god, I crack up every time I watch this film. There's some great scenes in this film that just Dan does a great job of bringing to life. Especially when him and James Hong are together and doing certain scenes and stuff like that. And like when he like takes him by the balls, he's like, yeah, he's like, and just like his expression was perfect. When he's like playing the ping pong, as Christopher Walken called it, ping pong, and he's like doing it, and they're like fighting each other, doing him and Christopher Walken the end of the film, and he's like just doing certain looks and expressions and stuff were super hilarious, and overall he just is super fantastic in this film. It's totally one of his best gems, and he's so great and comedic in it. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Balls of Fury, fantastic job by Dan Folger in it. But overall, once again, bringing him back, Mr. Krasowski, he is absolutely freaking hilarious. I absolutely love him. His expressions, his one-liners throughout all the films are on point and always so great. I just absolutely love Dan Folger. I think he's a fantastic comedian and just actor, and he just really brings Mr. Kowalski to life. He is super funny, super hilarious, and just a great addition to this film. If you haven't seen Dan Folger in anything, definitely check him out in the Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore. He is absolutely superb in it. So that brings me to the final actor I like to talk about that was in this film, and that is none other than Dumbledore himself, Mr. Jude Law. Oh yeah, Jude Law. Holy crap, man. He was such a perfect choice to play younger Dumbledore. His accent, his expressions, his mannerisms, his movements were all on point and totally feel like who Dumbledore was. Now, I know a lot of people, we had a lot more films with Michael Gambit as Dumbledore versus Richard Harris, but Richard Harris totally, to me, is definitely always going to be Dumbledore for me. And I think that Jude Law, as he gets older, looks more and more like Richard Harris. And so I think that was a good correlation and just, a great choice. And, Jude Law, I feel, has really matured over the years as an actor and is getting better and better with years. And he really brought a great talent to this role of Dumbledore. I love how his relationship is with Grindelwald and how he, his relationship was with everyone pretty much that he, has something going on with. And his relationship with Newt and everything is such a great kind of like brotherly bond too as well. And I think Jude just did such a great job of bringing that to life and giving us this great kind of like other shell of who Albus Dumbledore was versus what we have seen from the previous films. And I think Jude has just brought that so beautifully to life. Now, another film that he was in that I really enjoyed him and I think he's a great character is the great film that came out in 2008 called Sherlock Holmes. Oh, yeah. Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. He was fantastic as Watson. Absolutely fantastic. Him and Robert Downey Jr. were so perfect together and made such a great stinking film. And he just was Watson to the T and did such a great job. I loved his mannerism. I loved how he acted towards, Sherlock. And I just loved what Jude Law brought to the character and just gave us this really outstanding performance. I think it's a very underrated performance by him, and I think a lot of people don't realize how good he was in that role. If you haven't seen Sherlock Holmes, definitely check it out for Jude Law's performance. He was fantastic. But overall, I think Law was such a great choice for Dumbledore in these films. He is so fantastic. He looks so awesome with a beard. And overall, I just think he's fantastic. If you haven't seen him in The Secrets of Dumbledore yet, definitely check him out. He is so superb in it. So what is Fantastic Beasts and The Secrets of Dumbledore about? Basically, the film basically picks up 1 year later after the events of Crimes of Grindelwald. And once again, the group of duos, Dumbledore, Newt Scamander, Mr. Kowalski, and everyone that is a good guy, basically, is trying to stop Grindelwald from turning the Muggles, basically destroying the Muggles and making an entire magic world. And it's up to them to basically save, the world from Grindelwald, and basically what they have to do. It's a really fantastically done film. I think it's even better than the last film, and it was so well done, so well conceived, and overall just a really fantastic film. I was really blown away by it. I was excited the whole entire time watching it. Giant 10 golden movie boxes up on this. It definitely was a superb film, a really great new addition to the Fantastic Beasts series, and overall, I think it really reinvigorated this franchise, and hopefully we'll be getting a fourth film eventually too. So, definitely worth the watch. If you have not seen it, go check it out in theaters now. Worth the watch, people. Amazing film. Fantastic Beasts: The Secret Dumbledore, top-notch film. That is it for this movie, you guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and also thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or you have been here before, don't forget to check out any older, newer videos you might not have seen mine yet. As always, people, if you want to show support for the channel, definitely check out my links down below, either from my Patreon page, where you can get awesome extras that you don't get on the YouTube channel for an interesting, great supporting price. And also, if you're a huge horror fan, definitely check out the link for my horror pack link, where you can get great horror films to your door every month for a great low price. So definitely check that out too, people. As always, catch you in the next one.